Hey everyone, I'm Emma. Welcome back to Speak English Daily. Every day, 20 minutes of focused speaking practice. No grammar lectures, no textbooks, just real English. Out loud, every day. Now, quick question before we start. Have you ever been in a situation where someone asks you something in English and you understood every word, but your mouth just didn't move? You know the answer, you know the words, but there's a gap, a pause. And in that pause, you lose confidence. The moment passes and you feel frustrated with yourself all over again. That gap, that freeze, is not a vocabulary problem. It is not a grammar problem. It is a reaction problem. And reaction is trainable. In day 8, you responded. Today, you respond faster, not by thinking faster, not by knowing more words, but by starting sooner. Here's the thing most people don't know about fast English speakers. They don't process faster. They hesitate less. The gap between hearing and speaking, that half second where most learners freeze, that is what we are training today. Less waiting, more speaking. This is day 9. Let's go. Quick note before we start. If this is your first time here, welcome, genuinely. This video is a complete standalone practice session. You do not need to have watched any previous videos. Everything you need is right here. Just follow along, speak out loud, and it will make complete sense. The full playlist and weekly schedule are in the pinned comment below whenever you are ready. For everyone coming from day 8, you can already respond. Today, we shorten the gap. Whether you're brand new or on day 9, this session will work for you. Let's go. Now, I want to reframe something. Because most people think about speed the wrong way. They think, I need to speak faster. Wrong. You don't need better English to sound faster. You need less hesitation. Watch what happens in a slow response. Someone asks you something, you hear it, you wait 1 second, 2 seconds. You think about it, you translate, you build a sentence, then you speak. That pause right there is the problem. Not your English, the pause. Today, we shrink that pause, not to 0, just smaller, much smaller. The rule for today is simple. Start speaking before you feel ready. The words will follow. They always do. Let's prove it. Same questions as day 8, but today, the pause is shorter. In day 8, you had 4 to 6 seconds. Today, you have 3 seconds, maybe less. You might feel nervous. That is completely normal. Do it anyway. The nervous feeling is your brain adjusting to a new speed. That adjustment, that is progress. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start. The sentence will come. How are you? I'm good, thanks. How about you? I'm good, thanks. How about you? The moment you hear you, start speaking. Don't wait for silence. Go on the last word. You already know this answer. Your mouth knows it. Trust it. Someone says, how's it going? You say, pretty good, just keeping busy. Pretty good, just keeping busy. 2 words to start. Pretty good. Just get those 2 out. The rest follows automatically. Short answers are fast answers. Short is not wrong. Short is real. Good. That was faster than day 8. Keep going. Someone says, "Are you busy right now?" A little bit. Yeah. What's up? A little bit. Yeah. What's up? Start with a little. That buys you a half second while sounding completely natural. Filler phrases like a little and kind of are tools. Use them to start faster. Someone says, "Did you sleep well?" Yeah, not bad. A little tired, but okay. Yeah, not bad. A little tired, but okay. Start with, yeah, one syllable, instantly buys time, sounds completely native. Yeah, as your first word is one of the most powerful tools in fast English conversation. Someone says, "Have you eaten yet?" Not yet. I was just about to. Not yet. I was just about to. Start with not yet. 2 words that answer the question completely while you think of the rest. Answer the core question first, then add detail. That is the fast speaker's technique. Good. You're already responding faster. Feel that difference. Someone says, "Do you have a moment?" Sure. What do you need? Sure. What do you need? Start with sure. One word, committed, warm, immediate. Everything else flows from it. Single word starters. Sure, yeah, of course, are the fastest responses in English. 6 questions, all familiar from day 8, but today, faster. Your mouth already knows these answers. The only thing we changed is how long you waited before starting. 6 answers out. 6 times you started before you were ready, and every time you finished. That is the proof. Remember that feeling. Now we push it further. Now, the core training of day 9, quick reaction round. I ask, you answer before you feel ready. That is the rule. That is the only rule. We are using familiar questions, things your mouth already knows. The goal is not the answer. The goal is the timing. Start speaking before your brain says it's ready. Your mouth will catch up. It always does. What are you doing? Just practicing my English. Your first word is just. Easy, casual, immediate. Don't think about the rest. Start with just. Ready to go? Almost. Give me 1 second. Good. You started before you felt ready. That is exactly it. Almost. One word that answers completely. Say it before you finish thinking, then add the rest. Long day? Yeah, a little, but I'm okay. Start with yeah every time you're unsure. It never sounds wrong. It always sounds natural. Are you from around here? No, I'm not. I'm from Japan. No, I'm not. Four syllables that answer the question fully. Then the location. Clean and fast. Can I ask you something? Sure. Go ahead. Two words. Done. Short is fast. Short is confident. Short is completely natural. Good. The quick start drill. Every time. That is your new speed. What time is it? I'm not sure. Let me check. You don't need to know the time. I'm not sure is a complete, natural, immediate answer. Do you speak English well? I'm working on it, getting better every day. Don't overthink this one. I'm working on it, 4 words, out, before you second guess yourself. 7 drills. Every one of them you started before you felt ready, and every one of them you finished. That is the lesson. That was faster than you expected, right? That is what happens when you stop waiting and just start. Your mouth already knows more than your brain gives it credit for. The hesitation is not gone, but it is smaller, and every day it gets smaller. Now, you're going to hear Alex. He'll talk to you directly. Real situations, short exchanges. You respond out loud every time. Then I give you a model answer and we repeat together. Same goal as day 8. But today, you open your mouth faster. Today, one instruction changes everything. Answer before you finish thinking. Don't wait until the sentence is complete in your head. Start with the first word that comes. The rest will follow. Real conversations work exactly this way. Situation 1. Someone checks in on you.
Hey, you doing okay today? You seem a little quiet.
Yeah, just a bit tired. I'm fine though. Thanks. Yeah, just a bit tired. I'm fine though. Thanks. Start with yeah before the full answer forms. One word opens the door, the rest walks through. Real people start answers before they finish forming them. That is how natural conversation flows. Situation 2. Planning lunch.
Want to grab something to eat?
Sure, why not? Where do you want to go? Sure, why not? Where you want to go? Sure, why not? 3 words, immediate, casual. Then turn it back with a question to keep it going. Turning the question back buys you time and keeps the conversation alive. 2 benefits, 0 effort. Situation 3. Someone asks about your weekend plans.
Any plans for the weekend?
Not really. Probably just staying home. Maybe see some friends. Not really. Probably just staying home. Maybe see some friends. Start with not really before you know what comes next. The details follow naturally. Not really plus probably plus maybe. Three soft words that make any answer sound relaxed and real. Situation 4. Wrapping up a call.
Okay, I think that covers everything. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good. Talk soon. Yeah, sounds good. Talk soon. 4 words. Complete, natural, immediate. You don't need more. Ending conversations fast is a skill. Yeah, sounds good. Talk soon. These 6 words close any conversation perfectly. Situation 5. Someone compliments your work.
Hey, good job on that report. Really clear.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad it worked out. Oh, thanks. I'm glad it worked out. Start with, oh, thanks. Warm, immediate, real. I'm glad it worked out. Adds a little more without overthinking. Receiving compliments in English? Thanks. I'm glad. Is one of the most common and most practiced moments. Own it. 5 conversations. 5 times you answered before you finished thinking. 5 times it worked. This is the speed round. Warning, this section is faster than anything we've done today. If it feels uncomfortable, that is exactly the point. Stay with it. This is day 9's version of the reflex round, but for conversation. 10 questions. The moment you understand, open your mouth. Don't wait for the perfect sentence. Just start talking. The answer will come out. If you miss one, don't stop. Keep going. Never break the momentum. Momentum is the whole point. Ready? Here we go. Fast. How are you? What are you doing? Did you eat? Are you free later? How was your day? You okay? Ready? What do you think? Have you been here before? Can I help you? 10 questions, 10 answers, all of them real, all of them fast, all of them yours. Now, final challenge, all 10, back to back. I ask, you answer, go. How are you? What are you doing? Did you eat? Are you free later? How was your day? You okay? Ready? What do you think? Have you been here before? Can I help you? That is fast English, and you just did it. Think about what happened today. You didn't learn new vocabulary. You didn't study new grammar. You removed the delay. That 3-second gap between hearing and speaking, you made it smaller. Not gone, smaller. And that is everything. Most people think fluency means knowing more. But watch any fluent speaker. They don't know every word. They don't have perfect grammar. What they have is less hesitation. You didn't get faster English today. You removed the delay. And that is fluency starting. Day 8, you learned to respond. Day 9, you learned to respond faster. One day at a time, 1 second shorter each time. That is how fluency is built. And that is day 9. Now, go to the comments and type day 9 done. Even a little faster counts. Even one answer that came out before you were ready, that counts. I read every comment, and I want to hear how it felt. And if you want to follow the full 30-day journey, the complete playlist and schedule are in the pinned comment below. Now day 10. Day 10 is small talk. And small talk is where everything changes. Because small talk is not small. It is how relationships start. It is how trust is built. It is how people decide in the first 30 seconds whether they like you. Day 10, we train for that moment. See you in day 10. Keep speaking. Keep starting sooner. Don't break your streak.